We're performing skin prick tests here at the Potchefstroom campus, but the skin prick tests fall part under a larger project. So my master's study looks at the pollen and the fungal spores that cause these allergies that we're testing for today. So I'm looking at it purely from an environmental science aspect, but as part of the larger project, we try and see the connection between the health aspect of it and the environmental science aspect of it. So for this skin prick testing, I play the project coordinator as the postgraduate student in the project.
I think it's very important to bring together environmental sciences and health aspects here. So we are working from a patient perspective. So we are aware that a lot of people, probably around 20-25% of people in South Africa are suffering from hay fever, running nose and basically pollen allergy related problems. Yeah. So, and we assume the same will be here also on campus. So basically, whenever you have those problems, you can come here, get a free medical test, an allergy test, which will tell you specifically against which pollen types you're allergic against. Yeah, because an oak and a plane tree pollen can all produce allergenic pollen, as can grasses, but they have different dates during the year. Basically, they have a seasonality, so there are different periods when those pollen can be found in the air. So it's very important for you as a patient to know also against which pollen you're allergic. You get that information here, and you can take that information then to your GP to ask for his advice, medication, and so on, which obviously means that you will be much better informed as a patient. From the research perspective, it means that we can interlink pollen allergies with the allergenic pollen we find in the atmosphere here, which we record here. So we want to see, for example, if there is a high amount of, let's say, oak pollen or grass pollen in the air, is it reflected in a high amount of people here living close to that spore trap who are allergic against those pollen types? Yeah, so there is an immediate link here between research, yeah, and welfare for the patient, especially for people here on campus, students and staff.
So we're busy with allergy testing. So we're actually part of a research team, which is very interesting. We're testing patients today, doing skin pricks on everyone to see what pollen or air pollutions they are most likely to be prone to be allergic to. So Potch is, as a doctor in Potch, I know we struggle a lot with allergic rhinitis and people with sinus problems. So we're testing the air pollution in the air and seeing what pollens test positive in Potch, and now we're actually correlating it by doing skin pricks on patients here. So then we can see, oh, okay, it's grasses that you're testing positive for, or no, it's like some kind of tree, and then with that we can eliminate and start seeing what is your triggers, what is causing you to have sinus problems and allergic rhinitis.
So I'm one of the doctors that came to do skin prick testing. So the study is to find the correlation between what's happening in the air and what that's doing to patients. So we are doing the patient portion. So we have a questionnaire that Dr. Linda is filling in, and then we are doing the skin prick test to see what patients are allergic to, and that then will then be correlated to what is happening in the environment.
Hi, I'm Dr. Frampton. I'm here with Anya today. We are doing some skin testing for inhalant allergens, trying to see how they correlate with the allergenic profile that we're picking up with our spore trap in the air placed at Potch University. You can see here we've got all our different skin prick extracts for our inhalants. This is a positive control and a negative control that inform us whether the test is working appropriately. These yellow tops are testing for moulds. These ones here are testing for grasses, these three. These are trees along with some of these. This is a maize pollen, and this is a wheat mixture.
I came because I know that I'm allergic to penicillin, so I needed to find out if I'm allergic to anything else as well.
Yeah, so it's actually quite interesting. We're getting quite a few different type of things that's testing positive. I think some people always think they're very allergic to grass, and then they come back they're not allergic to grass. Or it can be simple things like a house plant that you're allergic to, and simply by moving the plant out of your house, we're actually improving quality of life of patients.